on the Bluetooth by. Good morning. You're welcome to today's lesson. I will be doing this with my colleague teachers, and I am Asari Ebenezer. Before we begin today's lesson, let's now recap what we did last week. Now, last week, our topic was Introduction to Word Processing. And we made mention of Microsoft Word. What did we say about Microsoft Word? We said Microsoft Word refers to the act of using computer to create, edit, save, and print documents. In order to perform word processing, we said you need a specialized software known as a word processor. So we use Microsoft Word for our last lessons. We also spoke about the features of Microsoft Word application. The features of Microsoft Word application. We made mention of the title bar. We said the title bar contains the title of our document. We said we have the standard toolbar, we have the menu bar, and in Word 2 we have our ribbon. So the ribbon contains our tabs and the groups, and that is what we discussed about the features. We also have our work area. From the work area we have our status bar. Now we also spoke about how to use the group under the home tab. That is the font group under the home tab. Now with the font group, we also looked at the bold, the italic, underlined, the font type, font size, you have the font color, and the sentence case. Now, we were able to identify all these things. From there, we came back to the use of these commands on the font group. We demonstrated the use of the sentence case, the font size, and the font color. Now, for a short recap, we said if you want to change the font of your document, what you have to do is to select your sentence, your paragraph, or a word. Then you come to your font group, you select the font size from the combo box to apply the font size. If you also want to apply any style, we also made mention that we have the bold, we have italic, and we have underline. You can use any of these things to style your document. Now, today, we are going to look at how to use the text align text, the indent paragraphs, and how we can also bullet our paragraphs. We are also going to look at how to set line spacing and shading of our text. Now, without much ado, let's now begin with today's objective. Now, the first one we are going to talk about is the paragraph group. Now, with our paragraph group, we are saying that our paragraph group is located on the home tab of the ribbon. As you already know the ribbon. Now, once again, this is our ribbon. The whole of this area is our ribbon. And we are saying that the paragraph group focuses on arranging text in a paragraph. Once again, the paragraph group helps users to create lists, adjust indentation, sort items, show paragraph, and line spacing. We are also going to look at how to use the paragraph group to add a fill color to shapes and also create borders. Now, this is our paragraph group, and the whole of this area becomes our paragraph group in the home tab. Now, with our ribbon, we said we have our paragraph group. So the commands we have on the paragraph groups are We have our bullets from the left hand side, upper left hand side. We have the bullets, we have numbering, we have multi-level list, we also have the left align, we have center text, we have right align, then we also have the justifier. We also have the line and paragraph spacing. We have the right indent. We also have the right indent. Let's look at our paragraph alignment. The paragraph alignment, we have the bottom row of the paragraph group begins with the paragraph alignment settings, and these are our paragraph alignment. We have the left, the center, the right, and the justifier. Now, the settings align the selected text to the left side of the screen, which is the standard formatting. We also have the centered, which is common for titles. We use this one for titles. We also have the right aligned and justifier, which distribute text evenly between the margins. We also have the most Word documents are written with left align, so that becomes the default settings in Microsoft. Now let's look at how we can align our text left, right, justifier, and center. So the first one is left align text. So with the left align text, you place your insertion point anywhere in the paragraph or the document that you want to align. When you are done, you click on the left icon in the paragraph group, and we have a shortcut key for this, and that is the Ctrl+L. Now, for demonstration purposes, let's look at how we can align our text. We have a text here, selected text here. Now we are saying that for you to align text to the left, the first thing you have to do is to highlight your paragraph or select the paragraph. Then you click on the icon, that is the left align icon on the paragraph group, and the text will be aligned left. And don't forget, we said the left align is the default to use. From the left align, we go to the right align text. For you to also align your text right, we also follow the same procedure, and with that, you also place your insertion point at the beginning of your paragraph or your text. When you are done, you look at your paragraph group, you select or you click on the right align icon, and this is our right align icon. You click on it, and you will notice that the sentence always ends on the same line of the paragraph. It ends on the same line. Each of the line ends on exactly the same area. That is for the right alignment. The next one we will look at is the center alignment. And we said with the center alignment, we use the center alignment usually for topics. If we have a topic and that we want to align our topic to the right of our document, we usually use the center align. How do we do that? It is also the same procedure. Now, for you to do the center, assuming this is our topic, let's select a topic. Now this is our topic. What we have to do is to select the whole of the topic. Then you come to your paragraph group, you select the center. This is the center. Then you click on the center align. Then you realize that the text, the whole of the text, if it is our topic, will be centered at the center of our document. Then the last one we will talk about is the justifier text. So with the justifier text, we are saying that you also place the intersection point anywhere in the paragraph. Then you also click on the icon. So on the paragraph group, you have the justifier icon. Let's see how we can also justify our icon. Now to justify our text, you select the sentence or the paragraph that you want to justify. Then you come to your paragraph group, you select the justifier from the commands we have here. So this is our justifier command. You click on it, and when you look at the justifier, it starts from the left and also ends at the right, exactly on the line. All the items there will align vertically from left to the right. So with this one, what we said about left, right, center, and the justifier is that if you want to change any of these settings, the first thing you have to do is to place your insertion point at the beginning, either at the beginning of your word, or you select the whole paragraph. When you are done, you come to the command on the paragraph group, you select either the left to align the text left, select center to align center, select right to align the text right, and you also select justifier to align your text both left and the right of your margin. Now we now move on to the next item.
So we'll be moving on to the next item. I'll be taking you through bullets and indentation. Bullets starting in the upper left corner are bullet lists. Bullet lists should be used when creating a list of similar items that do not require any order. Checking on the drop-down arrow allows for customization and appearance of bullet list. Pressing tabs on the keyboard will indent a list item and create a sub-bulleted text. The picture here are some bulletin tabs. So we'll be moving on to numbering. Numbering to the left of bullets. Lists are numbered lists. Numbered lists are like bullet lists, but they should be used when listing out a sequence of events that must be followed in order. Clicking on the drop-down arrow, clicking on the lockdown arrow will allow for customization of numbered lists. Pressing tab on the keyboard will indent a list of items and create a sub-numeral. The picture here are the numbering styles. So we are going to look at how to apply bulleting and numbering in our documents. So if you want to bullet a text, you place your insertion point at the beginning of the text. Then you click on the bulletin icon as already identified.
To the next one.
So from the next one, you still put the insertion point at the beginning of the text, and then you press the bulletin icon again. If you want to select a multiple item, you want to bullet a multiple item, you highlight the text and you place your icon on this arrow and you choose the style you wanted it to be. on Kaiser on how I want my bullet test to be. So that's it. So let's move on to the number. If you want to number a test, you place your insertion point at the beginning of the iPad. Then you press on the numbering for it to number. You move to the next one. You place your insertion point at the beginning of the test. You press on your numbering. And if you want to select a multiple numbering, you select it and also place it on you place the insertion point on the numbering column. So let's look at numbering styles. So if you want to, you will select your letters here. You place your arrow key or your cursor at this arrow key. You click it. If you want it to be in numbers, if you want it to be in uppercase, you want it to be in Roman numerals, you choose the one you wanted it to be. So I'm interested in the alphabets. So we are done with the numbering.
Alright, from numbering, let's look at indentation. When you talk about indentation, in Microsoft Word or MS Word, text indent or indentation is the increase or decrease of space between the left and the right margin of a paragraph. So, with that, as I was just saying, let's move on to increase and decrease paragraph indents. So we have some steps, or we have some points of increasing and decreasing paragraph indents. So number one is place the insertion point in the paragraph you want to indent, or select the paragraph you want to indent. And then 2, choose the home tab. 3, to increase, click on the increase indent button in the paragraph space group. 4, to decrease, click the decrease indent button in the paragraph group. So with that, we are continuing with some tips. So with tip 1, you say if you want to change indentation for a paragraph that you have been already written, use the tab key method on the first paragraph. Then put your cursor at the beginning of the text of the next paragraph. After that, you press backspace and then enter. Repeat this process subsequently paragraphs. Then tip 2, the shortcut key Ctrl+M or Ctrl+ the greater than indent or highlighted text, and Ctrl+Shift+M or Ctrl+ the less than to decrease the indent selected text in the MS Word. So we come across, or we have the 4 different types of indent that can be applied to a paragraph. So these are the 4 different types. So after this, so with that, this is the indent type and the results. When you apply this, these are the results you are going to get. So the first line indent, the result is indent just first line of a paragraph a specified amount, leaving all other lines in the paragraph alone. So we are moving on to how to create the first line indents. So as you can see here, you put your cursor anywhere in the paragraph. And 2, you click on the dialog box launcher on the paragraph tab. Then the 3, you select format and then choose paragraph. And then the 4, we on the indent and spacing tab, under indent select the first line, and then you select OK and select OK again. So we are going to practice this, and then we move on to another different thing. So as I was saying, we are going through some practical aspects, and then we move on to different things. So as I was saying, this is the decrease indent and the increase indent. So then let's move on to how to create the first line indent. So you put the cursor anywhere in the paragraph. So you put the cursor anywhere in the paragraph, and then you click on the dialog box launcher on the paragraph. So you come here, you click on the dialog box on the launcher. Then the next one is on the indent and the spacing tab, under indentation select the first line. So here, then we select the first line. Then we said after that we select OK. Let's do it. Select OK, and then select OK again. So these are today we went through how to increase and decrease indents, how to create first line indents, and then so let's move on to another thing for today.
So I'm going to take you through borders. The page border icon allows the user to create borders around selected text and or paragraphs, and define the types of borders from the drop-down menu. There is every type of border imaginable for the user. Borders are usually created to create distance or space between separate ideas or paragraphs. Now let's look at how these borders are applied. Now, so in our Word document, we are going to look at how we apply these borders. Okay, so over here, this is what we have under the paragraph group. This is what we have the borders. Now, when you click at the drop-down menu, you have a lot of borders to be selected. The first one there is the bottom border. We have the top border. We have the left border. We have the right border. And then we have no border. And then the last one we have what? All borders. We also have outside borders, inside borders. Then we have inside horizontal borders, and then we also have inside vertical borders. Let's look at the steps to create a border button. Select a word, line or paragraph. Then go to home, border, and then open the menu of the border chosen. So in this word, I'm going to choose from the drop down menu. I'm going to choose the top border. So I'm going to apply top border. So you click on what? Top border. So you notice that the top border has appeared at the top of the sentence or the paragraph. Then I can also go back and choose
left, you will notice that it has moved to the left. You can choose right as well. You will notice that the border has moved to what? The right. Then you can decide to choose what? No border. So when you click on no border, you will notice that all the borders will be off, or all the borders will not be there anymore. All the borders will not be there anymore. So with border spacing, you decide the one that you want to apply. So when you click at the drop down menu, you go through all the border that can be applied to a paragraph. They are all here. So you select the one that you want to apply to the paragraph. Now let's move on to line spacing. Line spacing determines the amount of vertical space between lines of text. To the right of the paragraph alignment icon is line and paragraph spacing. These settings allow the user to choose how much space exists between lines and between paragraphs. This is helpful to enhance the readability of paragraphs by creating enough space between sentences and paragraphs. For more customization, users can click on line spacing option in the drop-down menu for greater controls. Forever greater controls. Microsoft Word uses single line spacing by default. So by default, the single line spacing is the default. Now, let's look at how to demonstrate this practically. Now, so let's look at the steps to use the line spacing. Select a word, line or paragraph. Go to Home, Borders, and then open the menu of Border choice. So let's look at how this is done. Let's look at how line spacing is done. So I want to apply the line spacing at this paragraph. So I will select this paragraph. Then I'll come to where we have the line spacing. This is where we have the line spacing. So I'll click over here. Then the drop down menu will come. So from top, you will notice that we have 1.0 line spacing. We have 1.15. Then we also have 1.5. We have 2.0. We have 2.5. And we have 3.0. So these are the options under what? The line spacing. These are the options under the line spacing. Now you can also have add space before paragraph. Then we can also have remove space after paragraph. So depending on what you want to apply to the paragraph, you select your choice. So for example, if you want 1.0, you select 1.0 and that will apply to what? The paragraph over here. Now if you want 2.0, you select 2.0 and you can see that the 2.0 has applied to this paragraph here. Then we can also go back. If you want 3.0, you bring it to the 3.0, then you click on 3.0. Then the 3.0 line spacing will be applied between this paragraph and this paragraph here. Now you can decide to remove the space between the two. So to do that, you go back and select remove space after paragraph, or add space. Sorry, you want to remove, so you remove the space. So you click on remove space. Then you notice that the paragraph went back to normal.
Okay, student application is the next one. Let's look at the application here, which says Fatiha Atulo is a bank manager who struggled to analyze her project work after copying from internet to MS Word. The work format changes. What solution can you offer to help her depending on your paragraph formatting knowledge? An email link is provided at the bottom of the page for students to submit their solution to the problem provided. So now let's look at the recap of our lesson. We look at paragraph formatting. We said paragraph formatting refers to formatting commands that affect the entire paragraph. Settings such as indenting, bullets, line space, and paragraph space. To understand paragraph formatting and how it works, you need to understand what a paragraph is. The next one is bullets. Bullet list should be used when creating a list of similar items that do not require any order. So indentation is the next one we look at today. We say so in MS Word, text indent or indentation is the increase or decrease of space in between the left and the right margin of a paragraph. The next one is border button. The page border icon allows the user to create borders around selected text or paragraphs and define the type of borders from the drop-down menu. We also look at line spacing. Line spacing determines the amount of vertical space between lines of text. The right of the paragraph alignment icon is line and paragraph spacing. This setting allows the user to choose how much space exists between lines and between paragraphs. Now let's look at assignment, and that will be submitted on that lesson. So students should do this assignment for me. The first one is what? Describe paragraph format. The second question is list any 5 tabs on the paragraph formatting group on MS Word. The last one is outline the steps in paragraph format. Thank you very much. Meet next time, and I thank you all for supporting. Have a nice day. Bye bye.